The Dark Knight Rises is a 2012 superhero film directed by Christopher Nolan and written by Jonathan Nolan and Christopher Nolan. It is the third and final installment in Nolan's Batman film trilogy. According to the script of the movie, there are a total of 6 Oscar winners and 3 Oscar nominees in the cast. This includes Christian Bale, Sir Michael Caine, Morgan Freeman, Gary Oldman, Marion Cotillard, Anne Hathaway, Tom Conti, Liam Neeson, and Tom Hardy. Additionally, Maggie Gyllenhaal, an Oscar nominee, appeared in archive footage, making the total number of nominees in the movie 10. This is unprecedented in a comic book movie. In 2019, Christian Bale revealed that Warner Brothers approached him to make a 4th Batman film. However, he would only accept if Christopher Nolan was involved as director. Unfortunately, Nolan rejected the offer and the project was not continued. Tom Hardy, who played the villain Bane, had to wear 3-inch lifts to make him appear as tall or taller than his co-stars Christian Bale, Morgan Freeman, and Sir Michael Caine, who are all over 6 feet tall. Hardy stands at 5'9". The batsuit in the movie consisted of 110 separate pieces. The base layer was made of a breathable and moisture-retaining polyester mesh, while molded pieces of flexible urethane were attached to form the overall body armor plating. Carbon fiber panels were placed inside the sections on the legs, chest, and abdomen, and the cowl was sculpted from a cast of Christian Bale's face and head to become a perfect fit. In designing the Batwing, production designer Nathan Crowley approached it as if it were an actual military project. He incorporated designs from military aircraft, including the Harrier jump jet, Bell Boeing V-22 Osprey, and the Boeing AH-64 Apache. While doing promotional interviews for this movie, Tom Hardy stated that the most difficult parts of the movie to shoot were the fight scenes. Not because of the physicality of them, but because he was such a huge Batman fan growing up that he said, "It felt like I was beating up my childhood hero." However, he also said that despite his worship of the character, the moment Christopher Nolan yelled action, Hardy just started throwing punches as hard as he could. Did you know that according to the costume designer Lindy Hemming, took her 2 years to design Bane's coat? Hemming wanted Bane to amalgamation of all sorts of bits and pieces he cobbled together as he passed through places. To make Bane look equally dictatorial and ready, Hemming took inspiration from a Swedish army jacket and a French Revolution frock coat. The result was a unique and iconic coat that added to the imposing presence of the character. Another interesting fact is that the building used for the exterior of the Gotham Stock Exchange is the J.P. Morgan building on the corner of Broad and Wall Streets in Lower Manhattan. It's directly across the street from the New York Stock Exchange building, which can be seen in the background in some shots. Nolan and his team picked this location as it was the perfect backdrop for one of the movie's pivotal scenes. Although Wally Pfister worked on all 3 of the Dark Knight movies, the styles changed drastically from the start of the trilogy. In Batman Begins, the fight scenes are shot with predominantly shaky cam technique, whereas in The Dark Knight Rises, the fight scenes were shot very smoothly, with little to no shaky cam style. This change in style made the fight scenes in The Dark Knight Rises feel more real and intense. Finally, The Dark Knight Rises was the 7th Batman movie where the budget was more expensive than the previous movie. The budget for this movie was $250 million, making it the most expensive Batman movie ever made. The previous movie, The Dark Knight, had a budget of $185 million. That's it for today's video. We hope you enjoyed these fascinating facts about The Dark Knight Rises. If you know of any other interesting facts about this movie, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you at the next one.